This is our official trailer reaction to The Sandman Season 2 on Netflix, starting right now. Ham.
It has begun. Dream is returning to hell.
Lord Morpheus comes to us in a futile attempt to free one he loves from our domain. Hell is anticipating his visit most avidly.
Nada loved you. She was right. It is wrong for us to get involved with them. You know that.
If I have committed a wrong, I must make it right.
When one of the endless changes, that changes everything.
Prepare yourself, Dream. The end is coming.
Everyone loves a good story. But all stories come to an end.
Everyone here seems to not notice or care. The world is ending.
We did have some good times, didn't we?
You cannot save yourself now.
The dreaming will survive. Even if I do not.
What is Netflix doing, man, with these, these part 2, part 3s? You remember when Stranger Things came out, or it seems like they're doing this more and more now. It's interesting. Shows that they think are hot, or their algorithm tells are hot, they're putting them into like, they don't do they're doing binge. They're doing pseudo binge now. You notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So to keep people on longer. So anyway, there's 2 parts to this one. It's, once again, this is not my kind of style. I mean, I didn't watch the first one. Did you watch the first Sandman?
Well, hold on. Are you familiar with the comics? Did you like them?
I'm familiar. I didn't like the comics either. I'm familiar. Okay. I'm familiar with the story. Sandman, the Endless. I guess who's his sister? She's somebody. They all make up kind of what things that humans need to live or whatever, right? The different like dream world and
wasn't your thing,
huh? It's just
wasn't your thing,
fantasy thing. And then I heard back in the day, you remember there was like this rumor that it was leaving a lot of kids to commit, to kind of end themselves, a little bit. So I don't know if that's. Did you hear about that?
I remember there was some scandal a while back.
Yeah. Oh, it was deaf. That's the name. That remember she was deaf. His sister, and so they were together.
I don't. Wait, he was with his sister?
Well, no, he wasn't with his sister, but she was, such an appealing character that drew a lot of folks together. Neil Gaiman, Neil Gaiman, his whole premise is, he's just very into, all those deep lores and stuff like that. So he wrote a lot about that. He created the Sandman.
Yeah. Did I'm not sure if we should even be talking about this, but I threw it up there because, in case you didn't know, Neil Gaiman's been quote unquote canceled.
Yes, yeah.
And not just the Netflix show, The Man.
Yeah. I heard about that too.
So after season 1, which was getting a variety of responses, people thought it was going to be something that could go on for many seasons with all the story. And I was like, okay, they're doing a pretty decent setup. They're getting the characters out, giving you some intrigue on what could happen, giving you some tension. And then it's like suddenly word comes out, hey, Netflix is canceling Sandman Season 2 after some essay allegations against the creator, Neil Gaiman.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be, so they said, you know what, Season 2 is going to be the last one. Wrap it up.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot to wrap up.
Just like, I don't care what your plans are. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up, B. Yeah. Yeah, his sibling death. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Yeah, it was just not my cup of tea. Just the whole Tori Amos of it all. So just very fancy heavy, super heavy in fantasy. I mean, I don't have a problem with fantasy, but just of a thing. But I can see how it does seem a little flat though. I mean, even though I don't know the story thoroughly, it does seem like people are trying to end it pretty quickly, and it's not
Yeah.
telling the whole story. And it does seem like that third act where this big bad comes and try to kills the world, and they either save it or don't. But probably will save it. So it's kind of seems kind of a piece, right? Just very similar to stuff we've seen before. I don't think it's
Yeah.
anything that's new and different. So for that saying, I would say I'll give it like a B minus, because I just don't see it catching new folks outside. I mean, it's going to be canceled anyway. It's canceled anyway, so it is what it is. But getting new people is just not what it's trying to do.
Yeah. You know, I liked what the first season did, and I thought it had some interesting things to it. But I don't think this trailer was particularly interesting. I still like it, but I'm looking at the trailer and yeah, as you said, it was just kind of, hey, world's gonna end. I'm the Sandman. I'm gonna stop all this from happening. So that seemed very expected from a trailer.
Yeah,
But it did its job when it played all the images, showed all the characters, gave you that music, and ended with the dun 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 dun, dun, like all good Netflix trailers do.
yeah.
I give it a B plus.
B plus. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
it's of a piece. It's sure. I'm kind of like, it's I'm trying to see who else is in this thing. Let's see. Uh, yeah, they got Morpheus, who plays his sister on Death. They don't have. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's his kinder, wiser, older sister. Yeah. Um,
yeah,
well, yeah. That's the thing I don't like about this lore. It's like I get what. Oh, they're like all D's. It's coming back to me. The desire, death, dream. I think there was another
hmm
couple of D's in there. So
dumbass,
despair.
derp, get derp in there, drama.
Drama drunkard. Yeah, they're all in there. Yeah, so it's all the D's are the endless. Yes, that's I just it's a thing. But that's the thing. I didn't get into the lore, but it's more. I think it's more of a vibe. But it was kind of like I never got a sense that it was consistent. It was just like, okay, but then here's Cain and Abel, right? Or here's some Asgards, or here's some, you saw the Jack o' Lantern popping up, right? What was that about? So just he just mixed. It's just a big bag of all kind of lore he threw in there, right? So
Yeah, and all that stuff is from the story, but
I
when
get,
they're just throwing it in a trailer, it's like this guy, this guy, this
I know.
guy, this
He-
explosion, this world is
Here's a
splitting.
guy. Here's a guy with a pumpkin head. Like, okay, where'd that come from? Just it's. I'm assuming you're a fan. Is that correct?
I am a fan of. Oh wait, the series?
The comic book.
No, I'm not a fan of the comic book.
Okay.
I thought it was a bit dry, and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to get hate for that one." Not dry, but the way it was laid out was not my general style of comic book. I did
Mhm.
like the series. I appreciate the story. I'm not just going to sit around and read a bunch of Sandman though. It's
Nah,
just not
yeah,
my comic thing.
yeah, yeah. But you like the TV show though, right?
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Wow, interesting. Okay. Yeah.
And apparently, it hasn't been canceled per se. This is from the rumor mill. But it's finishing up with the Sandman, and they may take the characters and
Yeah.
some side stories and run that with a different person.
Yeah, kind of like what they're doing with the Harry Potter series. J.K. Rowling is not involved with the new TV series for Harry Potter, but they're gonna use a lot of her characters. So the new
Hey,
showrunners. Shout
if
out
she
to
shows, yeah, if she shows up on set, they're not going to deny her the craft services catering.
nah, just like Neil Gaiman. Who knows what happens there? But they're the creator of these worlds, and so it is what it is. Even, I mean, we talk about R. Kelly, or we talk about Michael Jackson. Are we not to listen to certain people's music or enjoy their art, for the
Hold on.
art's sake.
You canceled Michael Jackson?
I mean, now I haven't counseled him. We listen to him
Oh,
every
I
Juneteenth.
rock with Michael Jackson. Okay.
But there's we rock him every Juneteenth, right? But it's just is he someone that is that may or may not have done some incorrect things. That's all I'm going to say about that. So
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying. It's just
Certain people will give you the side eye.
yeah. So, but that's what I'm saying. So it's like the artistry, I guess trumps controversy, right? And so it's kind of what it is. Unfortunate. So yeah. So I say that to say that Harry Potter and Sandman, they can probably continue on, quote unquote, about the creator. But if things are lessened, I can see the creators coming back, right? And so shout out to Andy Greenwald from The Watch. He's doing the series for Harry Potter, so that's gonna be interesting. So yeah, he's the writer. If you didn't know, I listen to him all the time. So he
Nice.
talks about it every now and then about writing for Harry Potter, the TV show. So it's gonna be interesting. Oh, real quick, did you see that they I know I'm getting to a tangent, but they released the pictures of the kids who are gonna play Harry Potter, Hermione, and Ron Weasley, and they took off the comments because they didn't want shenanigans to get in there and mess up the kids. So they had a nice picture of the kids, cute little picture, some middle schoolers, and then they turn off the comments. Hate.
Gotta do it.
It's too much hate out there, man. So anyway, Mr. Benja, man, we did it, dog. We did it. Another live one. As a matter of fact, I think we're getting better at this live. It sounds almost like our own podcast, man. We just roll with it. We just roll
Flow,
with it,
baby,
man.
flow.
So
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too, man. So everyone, thank you for listening and thank you for stopping by. Look, if you like this podcast, please like, subscribe, and comment at Show versus Business on X, Threads, YouTube, and Instagram. Listen to us at Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Go check out our website also, Show versus Business, but we got more stuff there. Mr. Benja, have a great one.
Peace.